welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking play on my video. Today we have a very special guest that I have to beg to be here because he supports me behind the scenes. He is not really the camera guy, but he is willing to do this for me, for my channel, so shout out to my husband for that.
Hi.
Okay, so today we are talking
I just
about...
want to say that today's video...
Today we are talking about how we met each other. If you are interested in that, just keep watching, and if you do, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. Our story pretty much started when we were really little, because if you guys have not watched my testimony video, I grew up very Pentecostal, very religious, and my parents were pastors. Our congregation was part of his congregation at the moment. His parents were members there, his whole family.
The same denomination, that's what you...
Oh, okay, yeah, denomination. So we kind of just met there. And he'll continue the story because I don't remember. He has a better memory than me.
Yeah, I guess I was, what, like 5, 6 years old. I remember being little and actually seeing her, looking at her and be like, oh, that girl, something about her, and this is real stuff. I clearly remember her face, everything, and it's just crazy because later on in the years, I saw her again just in the streets. Well, not literally in the streets, I think it was like a
begging
plaza.
For money. Just kidding.
It was a plaza, and I remember...
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a plaza, and I remember I was in the car. I think I was with my mom, and then I saw you were walking with someone, and I just, like, I looked at you, and I stared, and I kept staring until I couldn't see you anymore, which is weird.
Yeah,
you know?
creep.
And that same, exactly what I did there is what I would do when I was little, when I was 5, yeah, in church, yeah. Your face, I just never forgot it. Yeah.
He remembers that of when we were like little. I do remember like that we knew them, and there is a video out there, not sure who has it, but his family has showed me a video where he's singing in a church and he's a little kid, he's like 5. And I get up to clap for him. Like, I wish I could show you guys the video, but I don't know who has it. It's like, if you watch this and you see us now, it's like insane. Like, how did that happen?
She was the only one standing up clapping.
That's the crazy part, that I was literally the only person that stood up, the only kid that stood up to clap for him. Like, I was already his fan, still his fan. Yeah, so that's what he remembers. The first time I feel like I met you was at church when we were already like, we're like older. My mom started going to a new church.
My parents also?
Yes, so they both started going to a new church. This was, I'm talking about like years after. My mom started going to the church. She's like, go with me and my brother Levy go. And you know, we're like, whatever, you're a teenager, you're at a religious church, you're gonna like blah about it. We're just standing there after the service, and then he's just there, like, I guess he already knew everybody there, and like he comes up to us, to me and Levy.
Yeah. Well, at least I wasn't, and I know you weren't either. We weren't there to be a part of the church. We would just go, and I was in a rebel state, so I would go and just visit the church with my parents, and they would make me go to church, honestly, but I didn't want to be there, so I would just go just because it was one of the rules of the house that I had to attend church. And so, and at first it was because they would make me.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's where we met. And when I first started talking to her, and then I liked her, and we started talking like for 2-3 services in a row.
No, but you don't remember the second service, what happened? He like came up to me and my brother, whatever, and then he was like, hey, what's up? My name's Benji. Like, who are you guys? This and that. We're like, hey, what's up? Cool guy, friendly, you know, moving on in life. And then the next service, he was like, hey, do you want to go to a trip with a youth group? Remember? And it was like a fair in City Heights, San Diego.
I said with the youth group.
Yeah.
It was only me and my cousin.
I know, but you had told me that's the funny part of the story. He was like, oh, everybody's going, yes. And then I was like,
okay, yeah. I
yes,
remember now. Everybody flaked.
And then I was just like, oh, sure, if everybody's going, you know, like, why not? Get involved, new church, they seem cool, whatever. So we go to this fair, and it turns out it was just his cousin's girl, and me and him. And then I was like, where's everybody at? And
it was a small church, so that was all the youth we had.
No. And every señora has like 10 kids. Así pegaditos, so. He was like, oh, everybody flaked. I'm like, sure. I still don't know if he was lying or what till now, but I mean, it worked because that day was really fun. We went on like the rides.
Yeah, it was a neighborhood fair.
That was the first time actually we hung out and got to know a little bit more about each other. What happened after that?
So after the fair that we hung out, I would want to go to church, and my mom.
Oh yeah.
If my mom would find it weird that I would want to, I would be ready on time.
The 5 o'clock service in the morning.
Oh yeah, yeah. So they started having a 5 a.m. service. Surprisingly, I would wake up just to go, and I would tell her go to the 5 o'clock, so she would be there at 5
Yes, like it was weird because at that moment I wasn't even living with my parents. Like him, I get it. He had to go to church because.
But
like
they wouldn't make me go to that.
Yeah, they wouldn't make him go to that one. But me, I was living with friends, and I would actually wake up and be like, I'm gonna go to the 5 o'clock service. Like, how weird was that? And not even my mom would go. And I remember she would be like, you went? Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
After the 5 o'clock service, we were going, whatever. That was like once a week or something. Huh? After that, we just kind of started hanging out like every day. Remember?
Yeah.
Like literally every day we would be together, every single day, and we lived so close to each other, so it was so easy. Like, oh, what are you doing? Let's go eat, let's go eat, let's go eat. And then we would just sit in the car and talk for like the longest. I have attachment issues. Once I got attached to him, it was like really hard to let go, and then I was like, okay, I guess I really like this guy. And we were like going out a lot, like pretty much everywhere. That's pretty much our story. Because this is not like a love story video. It's like how we met.
And that is how we met.
How we met. Thanks to God. And our parents going to that religious church. Shout out to my parents for that. For being so Pentecostal. Yeah, but honestly, like like obviously it was God's plan, and we could see that now because I'm really opened up about the way I grew up. I grew up super religious, and so did he. So it makes it so easy to find a balance with him. Like, okay, I don't want to raise Ezra so religious because it dragged us out of church, and I don't want to raise him so liberal, you know? So like kind of finding that balance, it's so much easier to do with him because he went through exactly what I went through. So that has helped us kind of just find a balance with raising Ezra.
Yeah, I think it's really shocking how I would stare at you when we were little, and then that one time that I saw you years later, stared at you. And then we had Ezra, and we had this pet.
I've never showed him.
His name is
Snowball. Meet Snowball YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you to my husband for supporting me and for wanting kind of to be a part of it.
Kind of.
You did good. Okay, yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching my video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.